right, so once again, I'm live. Be on with Chak tonight. Possibly one other might join us, but you know, like I said, it's been a lot going on. I've been keeping up with it. It's very interesting. It's been a clown show. Of course, y'all heard of the last time I was on. I talked about Jonathan Greenblatt, the CEO of the Anti-Defamation League. He's back again. Unfortunately. That's what it seemed like to me. Now, I could be wrong, but I've always known a shakedown when I seen one or have seen one. So, I mean, it is what it is, but he keeps coming on. I'm going to have to keep on reporting him. So it is what it is. It ain't no big deal for me. I just have to talk about what he's doing, how he's acting. Yeah, Shaq, come on. Yo. All right, I'm on, man.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yep. So that's how it goes. Like, it's more so of a thing with, you know, you just gotta know who this guy is, man. He's very dangerous and he's also very sneaky. So we gotta know who he is at all times. I would say he's a big problem for people around the world and people around the community. People, because people don't understand who he is and what he's about. It's a very subtle case of who he is, what he stands for, and as far as he's ready to go with his censorship efforts. So I would say watch him, be vigilant, and watch him. Don't get mad. Just watch how he rolls. Last week they were in where they at last week? House of Representatives. This week they were at the White House or the Capitol Hill or whatever. So they are making a lot of moves in a small period of time. And people need to be aware of that. It's not bad that damn people, it's just that people don't want to know and people get frustrated. People don't understand who this guy is, what his mission is. His mission is to shut you up. And I really don't like that because I want my people to know who this guy really is. Because you don't get this opportunity to understand that this much. And you know, it's like it's raining hard outside. When it rains, it pours. You don't take advantage of the opportunities that people are giving you. Like, I'm not really, I'm just saying people in general, myself included, give you to learn this information. You will not know how dangerous these people really are. And that's a shame. Because you need to know who this guy is, man, what he represents, and things like that. Um, But I mean, it is what it is. But nonetheless, that's him right there in the halls of Congress, and they're gonna. That's him. So, without further ado, let me cue it up.
Thank you, Mr. Greenblatt. You are now recognized.
Thank you, Chairman Smith and Ranking Member Neal, for inviting me to testify today. Thank you to my friend Congressman Schneider and so many members on both sides of the aisle for your commitment to fighting anti-Semitism. On October 7th, the terrorist group Hamas committed mass atrocities in Israel, murdering.
So you already starting off with the nonsense. As a matter of fact, let me put this straight. Let's set the record straight right now. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright 1976 allows me fair use purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research. Fair use prevented by copyright statute, otherwise may be offended. Fair use. Yo, what's going on, man? What's up? Damn, what's going on here? What's going on? Chak.
Okay, there we go. Mic check, mic check.
Chak.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going
Yeah,
on?
can you hear me now?
Ooh, dang, it's a fire truck out here.
What's up with it, man?
Yeah. Let's looking outside. See a fire truck outside or something going on back there. But nevertheless,
Oh, yeah.
let's get to the good stuff. So look, last week I showed you Greenblatt was talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
He done got all the way to Congress. So I'm telling you some big stuff about to go down. Because he was at the White House last week. I mean, in Capitol Hill talking about that terrorist word, anti-Semitism. So he's moving on up, baby. He moving on up. So, and I told you last week, I think these people really make a move. And I said it's a shame that people that around the world do not, or something. But nevertheless, this is the move they're making. So back, lay your horses. You hear anything that you don't like, just sit back. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about healthy diet and what we need to do to be prepared, and talk about that thing with the woman. And I got to talk about this truancy thing because they talking about a big truancy crisis in America because they say kids are not coming to class. So, yeah, ain't that something? But I mean, I know it anyway because I know, I be seeing children go on trips and stuff in the middle of the year with their parents, so I know that's true. So, but nevertheless, education ain't really that important no more. But nevertheless, here we go.
Thank you, Chairman Smith and Ranking Member Neal, for inviting me to testify today. Thank you to my friend for your commitment to fighting anti-Semitism. On October 7th, the terrorist group Hamas committed mass atrocities in Israel, seizing over 200 and more. In the wake of this massacre, the deadliest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust, the ADL has tracked a surge of anti-Semitism around the world and right here in America, in public spaces, in workplaces, and indeed on our college campuses, even in K through 12 schools. And it's getting worse. In the months since October the 7th, ADL tracked 800 acts in the U.S. That's almost 30 a day.
Peace, peace, peace. I don't know. We experiencing some technical difficulties, man. I don't know. Guess I'm in the broadcast. Let me see what it's saying. Wow. Yeah, I'm in the broadcast. I don't know if Bernard got kicked out or not. But you see the title, man. You see what they do. You see what they do. You see the title. So they're already policing people online, dog. It's really messed up that we can't have freedom of speech with a country that has a constitution of freedom of speech. But you got a certain group of people that want to decide who can have their freedom of speech or not. I think that's kind of weird. I think it's ironic. I think it's treasonous. To
Wait a minute,
violate our
man.
peaceful
Stop.
rights.
They actually, what the time out, man. Time out. I ain't hear nothing you said. That judge just came up and said something wrong with your internet, right? Like, what you talking about? Hold on,
No,
man.
I
Let me
was
go
over
back to
there.
it. I won't even hold dude. Like,
Yeah, I kicked you out. Like, whoa, what's
okay, I
going on?
got you. I'm not mad. Don't worry about it, man. Just relax. Hold on.
Yeah, I got you.
Everything been acting crazy. All right, here we go. It is a question of free speech. What the hell are you talking about? Lying bastard? It is a question of free speech. Why you keep saying that, Shaq? What do you think about that, man? You think it's about free speech or not?
Well, I just got the video. I don't know. It's been my shit been loading up on my end. I don't know if it's your internet or my
All right,
internet. But
let's go back. Well, let's go back to it
yeah,
then.
run it back.
I ain't gonna let the little
Run
bastard
it
get
back.
away.
It's not playing on this end.
Can you? Oh, here it is. You got it.
Yeah, I don't hear the audio on my end.
All right, let's stop right there. Did you hear what he said? This ain't a question of free speech. What do you think about that? It is a question of free speech. Who's dictating this
It's
narrative?
not playing on my end. The audio is not playing on my end.
God damn it! All right, I tell you what.
Hold on. Let me
It's not
look it
playing
up
on
on
you.
Insta. Let me mute
No,
up.
I got it because it's been circling. Hold on, I'm gonna do it from the phone, okay?
Okay.
Because
All right.
that'll happen twice. All right. What is this code? Oh, ADLCD. Okay, I got it. I got it.
Greenblatt, you are now recognized.
Thank you, Chairman Smith and Ranking Member Neal, for inviting me to testify today. Thank you to my friend Congressman Schneider and so
You
many
hear that?
members on both sides of the aisle for your commitment
Yep,
to
I got
fighting anti-Semitism. On October 7th, the terrorist group Hamas committed mass
All right.
atrocities in Israel, murdering more than 12.
You hear that, right?
Yep, I got you. I hear it.
All right, cool.
Directed and celebrated by Students for Justice in Palestine. Let me be clear, there is no world in which a person or an organization should justify Hamas's war crimes and unspeakable barbarities. So here in America, right here at home, we shouldn't tolerate students being threatened or intimidated because of their identity. No parent should ever have to ask whether it's safe for their children to attend certain universities. This isn't a question of free speech. Don't let anyone tell you that. Freedom of expression is not the freedom to incite violence. Period. Full stop. But the Jewish community.
Freedom of speech. He don't believe in freedom of speech. What do you think about that, Shaq? Think he lying?
Come on, man. You know he don't. He got, but you see, this was really crazy, right? It
Is
has
he
his freedom of
blurring the
speech.
lines?
He's speaking on every platform he can get on. But yeah, as you can see, these last couple of years, last 3-4 years, we on our platform, whether we pay for them or not, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, et cetera, and we keep getting muted. We get demonetized. We get a this stupid ass misinformation tag, which I don't
Can
even
we
still trying
can
to
we
understand what
can
that
we
is. What
demonetize?
fact
Hey, can we
is that?
demonetize them? Then would that be fair? Can
We
we
need
demonetize
to.
them? Is that fair?
The best way to
Okay, good.
demonetize them is stop participating and stop just like them. Stop accepting they up in contracts. You know what I'm saying? You gotta shut them down, man. Because now this is abuse of pop. This is abuse. This is how you what you call blurring the lines, yo. Because it's cool for you to do it. It's okay when you do it.
Well, well, I won't really try and let me bring this up right quick. I'm about to play 2 clips of him because what I'm saying. See, I didn't even notice until today, but I'm gonna show you this. What I'm saying. Okay, last week it was Israel, right? Now I'm telling you, he was in Congress just 5 days ago after that testifying. So what I'm letting you know is
Right.
if that man ain't going to Congress to testify from the Congress, you got something big coming down the pipe. Because ain't no way. Because in this last month, he been moving around a lot. You don't seen him everywhere. I heard people that I don't even know that mention this dude. That go to tell you they got some big plans going on. They gonna bring this dude in Congress.
But you said something key. You said testify in front of Congress. Who has? I didn't get a chance to testify in Congress and show you how I've been discriminated against. The hate and racism been going against me. Prejudice is going against me. I ain't get to get in front of Congress.
He said y'all discriminated
What
against
is that
Zionists.
procedure? I need to know those procedures. Huh?
Because this is on C-SPAN, and American people didn't even know about it.
No,
I'm just
because
letting you know
they hit you with the Diddy story. They hit you with the Diddy story. See what I'm saying? See how we keep getting played? They hit you with the Diddy story. Everybody trying to cover the Diddy story. It's called go look up a movie called
But
Wag
look
the
though.
Dog.
Wait a minute. What's the day? What's the day? What's the day? Today Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on for a minute. 19th. Yeah, this was like Thursday. Yeah. So while they brought out the Diddy story, he was up in Congress, man. Hey, yo, that's funny. Yo, the same day when you reach out about Diddy, he was up there having this conference. I just had to count the days. Hey, Chak, that's a good distraction, man.
Yeah, they've been running the same script, man. I mean,
no,
they've been running the same script. It's called
that's a
Wag
good
the Dog,
distraction.
bro.
No, why you talking about Diddy? He up there in Congress talking about this. Ain't that a good distraction, though?
Well, you fall for it. A lot of people fell for it because, like I said, we've turned it to internet horse. So they know they can
Hey,
throw any
man.
food out there for, huh?
But look, you know, most cable services come with C-SPAN. You know, you get C-SPAN on your cable service. You know that, right? This was on
Yeah.
C-SPAN. So what I'm telling you, this dude did this while you got a television set at home and you could be watching this, man. This is kind of funny, man. So they got us with a Diddy story, but this fool was sitting up there talking about censorship. Ain't that crazy? Damn, that's cold, man. Well, you know what they always say, Shaq? When they bring out a bullcrap story like Diddy, when they bring out a bullshit story, they always got something going on bigger behind the scenes. That's what that showed me. So that's what it showed me. So I mean, you know, it is what it is. But let the clown keep talking. See, I'm not gonna let the clown off the hook.
We will not cower in fear. We will stand up and fight back. 300,000 of us gathered together yesterday on the mall, and look at what happened. No American flags were torn down, they were raised. People sang the national anthem. There were people wearing MAGA hats and pride flags, marching together in this place on this issue. It was inspiring. That's what America looks like, and that's what our Jewish community looks like. So, to the question of where do we go from here, Congress, you have a role to play, and you can send an unequivocal message. And I'll give you 4 ideas. Number 1, pass comprehensive legislation to implement the national strategy to counter anti-Semitism. The White House deserves praise for what they've done. Now hold them accountable to make sure the job gets done. Number two, pass an emergency supplemental bill, aid bill to Israel that includes funding for the nonprofit security grants that so many of you have fought hard to make sure our synagogues and our schools are kept safe. Number three, urge governmental authorities, the FBI and the IRS, to look at and conduct a thorough review of these organizations like AMP and SJPR that you've heard about today. And finally, ensure that our Department of Education has adequate personnel and resources to enforce Title VI. But don't wait. Push them to be proactive in conducting investigations rather than just waiting for them to be worked through. Thank you again for the bipartisan presence here today. Thank you for holding this hearing, and I look forward.
All right, you just heard his 4 agendas of what he just told you that he wants done. And he told you to urge the White House and the Department of Education and other authority, IRS, to get it done. You heard what he said. So that goes to show you he is going all out.
Now, my question, can you hear me? My question is for the people that's listening. I may listen to this broadcast at a later time, dog. For somebody to represent a group of people, whoever, to have that much and showmanship, right? To be able to they speak in front of Congress, testify in front of Congress, to be able to put out a direct. Listen to what I'm saying.
Direct
bullet point,
telling them what they gonna do, what
target.
y'all need to be doing.
Telling them what they should do for him. The FBI? What problem you got to tell the FBI and all these other law enforcement agencies and stuff they need to go at these people?
Woo!
What right do you have to do that to these people and give them names? Huh? That's hey, I don't know what
power.
I'm not saying it's power. Because I ain't giving that respect. I'm saying it's something.
No, that power. But that's what you call a. All right, let me not say power. Let's use the word a shakedown.
Some type of influence, because, but I thought they was the most, I thought the people he represent was the most, this and that. They got a hell of a representative, don't they? That's all I'm saying. What you think?
Man, that's a clown show, man. But I'm gonna say this. It's a fucking clown show. But I will say this. Somebody's saying that what he's trying to say. See, you know how, like, let's use me and you, or let's use you see now, what did he say? They need to be proactive, right? Don't wait. Investigate. How you gonna investigate somebody that ain't nothing happened yet? What the hell kind of crap this man on? He gotta let you know,
man. They won't sound like they won't total
And he said, but he not only said the FBI, he also said to get the IRS involved. So that means he's trying to strong arm.
I'm just trying to say he violated a lot of.
Give him credit. He's going all out. So I got a question.
He got direct.
Is he against free speech?
Yeah, he gets free speech. If you ain't somebody,
is he against free speech?
Yeah, if you ain't somebody he represent. Can you hear me? Yeah, if it's not.
So he got us fooled thinking that
people that he represent.
If it ain't the class of people he represent, then daggone, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that go to show you that he's pulling rank. I will say that. Okay. So I'm not gonna get a clown too much more attention, but he had another clip.
Joining us now,
So I'm
the
going on
CEO
mute.
of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Green. Morning. The march was important yesterday, but will it send a message to different pockets of even this country where the hatred seems to be just cropping up worse than we could have ever imagined?
Well, Mika, I think it's a good question, and I'm glad we're talking about the march that took place yesterday. But the one thing I would say is it wasn't tens of thousands, Mika. It was hundreds of thousands of people on the mall. I heard upwards of 300,000. And we should note, these were Jews and non-Jews. These were Republicans and Democrats. I saw people with MAGA hats and people with pride flags. I mean, where else in America today could you see something like that? And by the way, you saw Israeli flags and American flags. They sang the national anthem and the Hatikva. I mean, again, it was not just pro-Israel, it was pro-America. And I just contrast this with the images I've seen, the video I've seen of people wearing masks and tearing down American flags in New York City. Right. So this was energizing and inspiring. And I think it was a message that the Jewish community is united on this issue, that the vast majority of us stand with Israel and against anti-Semitism, that America is more united on this issue than you might think. I mean, again, there were so many people there who weren't Jewish. It was good for Congress to see that. And it's good for the country to see that kind of unity on this important issue.
Jonathan, good morning. Thanks for being with us again. We should say Rachel Goldberg, who we saw there, she was on our show yesterday. What an extraordinary voice. She has been through this as her son, her 23-year-old son, is held inside of Gaza. You mentioned it. It wasn't just Jewish people out there. When you have a couple 100,000, I think it was an important message probably to the country and the world that actually the numbers are big, that most 99.9% of decent people with a shred of humanity are not tearing down posters of children who've been kidnapped. Were you heartened by what you saw yesterday, and how do you carry that forward to continue to fight anti-Semitism?
Well, look, that's a great question. I mean, I was incredibly heartened. I mean, there's been so much darkness, and you talked about Rachel and the Goldberg Poland family, so much darkness. I think about these babies as young as 9 months, and the 3-year-old children and the elderly and disabled held, bound, and gagged in tunnels. It is indefensible to think that on college campuses they're tearing down these posters, to think that in public places they're chanting "River to the Sea." And yet, I am so energized by yesterday. It was amazing. The kind of show of unity, again, you so rarely see. And again, no one's wearing masks. Everyone is holding hands. No one was arrested. It was peaceful and joyous despite the danger of this moment. So how do we carry it forward? Look, I tell you what, number one, we're going to keep thanking the Biden administration for what they've done and push them to continue to stand with the American people and to stand with the people of Israel. I think number two, same for Congress. Get that bill passed so Israel gets the aid that it needs. And I'm testifying for House Ways and Means today about what to do about the tsunami of anti-Semitism on our college campuses. And then, again, push university administrators to finally find their backbone, Willie. Who can imagine a world in which they sit by while their students are denigrated and insulted and threatened? Now, there have been some good news. George Washington University just suspended one of the worst actors, a group called Students for Justice in Palestine. Columbia suspended them as well. Brandeis suspended them as well. And it should be clear, this isn't about abrogating freedom of speech.
You hear what he just said?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What you got to say?
He said they just.
You heard what he said? They suspended kids.
Student bodies that set up those students for Palestine. Why they can't be for Palestine, dog? Tell me that. But everybody's supposed to be for Israel. Nobody's supposed to be for have the heart and empathy for the other side.
Let me say one thing. I want to say one thing about this. All right? Now, I'm glad you mentioned that. Because, look, it's going to be them today, and then they're going to use another instance later down the line to say, hey, we don't like the way these people are talking. Suspend your students for not taking a certain kind of medicine, or let's say they say everybody needs
They
to
need to be
be
sued, man. I hope they
jab
sue
for
their
AIDS or
organization.
something.
I hope they sue them. I hope they sue them. I hope they sue the school because they didn't sign up for that. My student loan or their
Was that
student
in the
loan
contract,
agreement don't say nothing about it. I don't know.
Chak?
Maybe they do.
Was it in the contract?
I'm just saying maybe it is
No,
in the
no. I
contract. I don't
mean,
know. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that part. I'm saying they tried to come with this moral facade. Man, don't try to
But it's
guilt
not
trip me,
moral
man.
though. Because one sided. It ain't if it ain't it's one sided. That ain't moral. That's one sided. That's my way or no way.
Hey, Chak,
My way or no
let me
way.
say let me say something to you, man. Let me
Huh?
say something. You know how dangerous it is to suspend a student over something like that, man? You know how crazy it is? Look, colleges used to be where you have your debates. They don't want no debate on this issue.
That's why this is dangerous, and that's why these people are extremists. This is what I call extremists, and it's blurring the line. It's my way. Oh no, this dude is openly going and telling you, going to these agencies, going to these universities, presidents, and calling them out saying they ain't got no backbone. How dare you sit on this public platform and speak about
No,
people being
forget
attacked
the
and hated on,
university.
and you turn
Forget the
around and
university.
spew
He
the
going to
same
the White House.
out his
He
mouth
going to the
on
White
other
House.
people because they don't want to do what you want them to do.
He going to the White House. He going to
Yeah,
the White House, Chak. So let me ask you a question.
he's a
You
representative.
hear
He's
him
a
keep mentioning the
representative.
White
So
House.
he's representing who paying him to get to
So wait a
represent.
minute. Now let me ask you a question. Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. So if he going to the White House, my question is, who really running the damn country? That's what I need to be asking.
Like I said, man. First of all, if we living in a
Hey,
more
look,
fair
man, I'm gonna give him
society,
credit. That motherfucker put in more coattails than that go. That motherfucker pulling coattails,
if we
Chak.
living in
Hey,
a
Chak, man.
more fair society, right? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
I don't know. They must got me
I
behind
hear you.
some
I
bars.
hear you. I hear you.
But if we
I
live
hear
in a
you.
fair, yeah, we live in a fair, more society, right? Why we don't hear this? We supposed to hear both sides, make a sound to see it, or people. You're supposed to report both sides. Okay, we need to hear about these students that y'all trying to automatically kick out and deem as some type of hate terrorist group because they for another group of people have a difference of opinion. We need to hear their side. Why they ain't in the media? Why they ain't interviewing them and getting their side of the story? These are young students, man. These are students that's trying to,
You
hey,
ever heard the
you know,
saying? Have you ever heard the old saying, my way or the highway?
what's that?
You ever heard those saying, it's my way or the
Yeah,
highway?
man. But dude, this
There
is
you
dangerous.
go.
This is man, this is dangerous, dog. So you give
It's
this is the
dangerous, but guess
problem when you
what?
give somebody people too much leeway. Huh?
I agree with you. Now look, let me let the clown keep talking because he talk himself into oblivion now. So just relax. Just let the clown keep talking.
The freedom of expression isn't the right to freedom to incite violence. And if you do that, there should be consequences. I'm glad some university presidents are finally getting the message.
And Jonathan, you led me to a question I was going to ask you, which we have now seen at least the beginning of some pushback, finally, from people who run these
Why
schools.
we
You
see
mentioned
no videos
Columbia
of
and
these
other
attacks,
places.
dude?
Just through the end of the semester, we can't hold demonstrations on our campus. But
Come on,
I think,
man.
as you say, it's
We can't
important to
just
be
keep
clear.
we
This
can't
isn't
just
about
keep going
free
off this
speech.
dude
Some of
what he
these groups
said.
are
We
espousing
need to see some
very bigoted
evidence, dog.
and
I want to see some
anti-Semitism.
evidence.
Do you see
Hashtag show the
some of these
evidence.
schools pushing hard?
Hashtag
Are
show
they
the
now
evidence.
finding the
Damn it.
backbone you just described?
Show the
Well, they're
receipts.
only going to find the backbone if we hold them accountable. Donors need to hold them accountable. Students need to hold them accountable. And the federal government does too. You know, last week we launched a legal call-in line, Willie, for students who've experienced this kind of discrimination. It's a violation of the Civil Rights Act, Title VI. Willie, we have over 150 cases we're now exploring. And let me tell you, the university presidents,
that was
they might not listen to some students, but when they run the risk of losing hundreds of millions of dollars in federal grants, they're going to respond. 150 cases in a week. we're going to continue to hold their feet to the fire. And by the way, not just us, we shouldn't just wait for us to push for these cases. The Department of Education can be proactive about this and launch investigations. And other authorities like the IRS and even the FBI should look at the parent organizations to see, are they providing material support for terror? That isn't okay under any circumstances.
Jonathan, good morning. It's Richard Haas here. First of all,
This
thank you for
motherfucker's a
your
demon, boy.
consistent voice over the last
Y'all better
40
hear this
days
dude,
on
man.
these issues about anti-Semitism, about the
He's telling the IRS,
university
he's
administrators.
telling the
not to-
IRS, he's telling the
Let me talk
FBI to
to another
deliberately
sentence they
violate
use. We
people's
talked about people standing up in
privacy
support for Israel.
and go and
What do you
find people
advise young
that ain't
people?
even suspect, that ain't
For
even
example,
dead
if
now.
you were to meet with the hundreds of
Proactive.
people working on the administration or on
Go check
Congress
these
who are
people's
signing these
IRS
open
records. What
letters
they
calling
doing?
for an immediate ceasefire, they're not. Most of them, I would think, are not anti-Semites. So, what do you say? How do you distinguish between Israel's right to its right of self-defense, but people who disagree with how that right is being carried out, either some of the attacks or the lack of a political strategy for meeting legitimate Palestinian political aspirations? How do you go about parsing that? What do you tell people who are looking for answers here?
I mean, Richard, I think this is really the question of the day. So what I would say to these young people, I mean, I served in 2 presidential administrations. And the way that I got it done, even when I didn't agree, is I made my case known internally, fought strongly, ferociously inside the process. And then we always had this idea of disagree and commit. But for these young people who can't seem to abide by that, I would say, number one, recognize the humanity of the other side. If you're going to call for a ceasefire, I can't understand how you don't talk about the plight of the hostages or the 1,200 Israelis who were brutalized, raped, and murdered. So number one, start by recognizing the other side. Number two, I would say, Richard, use an outstretched hand.
Now wait a minute now, hold the hell up, man. I got something to say, man. This man said feel for the other side. He don't even feel for the other side. He's a damn liar. What the hell going on? Clown shit.
Yeah, he contradicted himself. But he just said,
But
they keep saying that people is committing hate crimes on these campuses because they are just standing up for Palestine. They saying they for Palestine. They ain't say they for Hamas. They say for Palestine. So the whole Palestine got to be under fire because a certain group out of that, that's hiding inside those allegedly inside that particular.
So let me ask the question, Chak.
Whatever.
It's
supposed to be
Chak,
everybody get fired up.
Is he a hypocrite, Chak?
He's damn right he's a hypocrite, and he's contradicting himself. Yeah, because he's telling them students they should be reprimanded for just standing up for the other side. He just said they stand up for the other side. They ain't standing up for no damn terrorist group. They stand up for people.
Okay, I just had to make sure I won't listen now. Hold on.
Palestinian children that's getting messed off, right?
He called you a terrorist.
Yeah, he can. See, that's what I'm saying. And that's
let me let the clown finish.
He can openly, on an open platform, call somebody, deliberately call another group of people, whether they on a college campus or not, whether you're on social media or not, your own platform, and call you a terrorist or hate group. He has the right to do that. Well, he think he got the right to do that. So he can say the freedom to do that. But on the flip side, if you come out and say that, then you anti this. Somebody lying. Somebody lying, though. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. Let me the clown finish. He got more to say.
Start by recognizing the other side. Number two, I would say, Richard, use an outstretched hand. Talk about the fact that Richard, that I don't understand. As someone who says the loss of any Palestinian life, human life, is a tragedy, why is it so hard for some of these protesters? I'm not saying they're anti-Semites, but I am saying they're
Frank Nitty.
By not recognizing what the Poland family is going through, by not recognizing what thousands of families are going through right now. There is a way to say, I believe in Palestinian dignity, but I also believe in Israeli humanity. These things should not be, divergent. They need
why
to
you
be
say you believe in Palestinian humanity?
We finally have peace in that region.
Such a situation is speaking about.
Hey, Chak, man, this guy, I'm gonna start calling this guy the tongue wrestler, man. This man be saying
No. I'm gonna start calling that nigga the Israeli. He's an Israeli extremist, dog. Come on, man.
Man,
I ain't got no dog in the fight nowhere it is.
man,
But my thing is
that man is funny.
why this motherfucker got so much media play? Huh?
Look, I see. You lucky
What up,
they not letting me play my clip. You lucky they not letting me play my clip, and they keep on messing with the stream because it's 6 or 7 people on this panel talking to this guy, man, and they are like they just let them talk. I like, hey man, can you raise your question, ask a damn question, man? Shit. I'm just saying, man. Somebody need to ask some questions, man. I'm like you, Shaq. Somebody need to ask some questions. It need to be some matter of fact, you know what, Shaq? Hold on, man. Frank, what do you think about this, man? Man get to talk a lot, don't he, man? He always get to smear somebody. Frank, is he being one-sided, Frank? What do you think, man? You think he lying?
Okay, my bad. I was using the bathroom. What was that dude talking about, man?
Well, you know, last week, you know, when everybody was talking about Diddy and all that stuff, around that same time, Mr. Jonathan Greenblatt was at the White House talking about anti-Semitism. He said that daggone Columbia University, now got the other university, he said it on his thing, they are finally taking action suspending students. He said that daggone, he need 4 things to be done. 1, the FBI and the IRS need to get together. The White House need to get the strategy right. It was 2 other strategies he said. But anyway, he got 4 agendas that he want them to be done. And he said that daggone, he was in the halls of Congress talking about this. All right. So he's saying the White House need to continue with their strategy to combat anti-Semitism. Now I'm saying why everybody talking about P. Diddy and all that. You got him at the White House. See, Chef Frank, we get distracted, man, but what's going on? We don't know that he's trying to at least a man sentence up on you right now.
All right.
So while y'all were talking about Diddy and all that stuff, he up in the halls of Congress. What do you think about this, Frank?
Yeah, definitely. Because look at how they do us. You know, they talk about this anti-Semitism and stuff, and they just try to make it seem like they could, like only European people could be Jewish. It's a trip. It's like they act like it's a race. You know, so like, you know, you say something about them or so-called Jewish people, and you talking about them. It's crazy, man. Nobody's even like tripping off no Jew. You know what I'm saying? Jewish people. That's the crazy thing about it. Now, a lot of this stuff is, I think, most of it is staged and fake, and none of this stuff is even happening. They're just saying it's happening. You know, just like that little, you know, when the 19, all that was going on, all those numbers was just going up, and just the little chart was just going and going. It was like, who's counting? You know, it's like so it's the same with this, man. So it's like so people reporting this, or people, is this like from the FBI
right, who's counting?
website
he said the attack's up 924%. The man said the attack's is up 924%, man.
Frank, stop! Don't laugh, Frank.
That shit is just the most over exaggerated. But see, if we believe that, we're just fools if we believe that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. You know. And I mean, I think it's a double standard because they don't.
It's up 924%.
Look, okay. With Leo Corden, what's his name?
That sounds like Amber Alert.
Look at what Leo Corden was doing. You know what I'm saying? And look at him and remember Leo Corden and all them. Look how they was doing us. But did you see any black backlash from Greenblatt from Leo Corden? No. Do you see any backlash? Did you see him going in on the music industry, the satanic music industry, and how they do us and exploit our people? No. Nah.
Look.
So I mean, it's crazy, man.
Let me play this. Let me play the rest of this for you, man.
Administration has been speaking about what's happening in Gaza recently. I kind of more emotion, I guess, more empathy for Gaza children, for example, when Tony Blinken went to the Middle East and he said, he saw the faces of his own children when he saw the children in Gaza being killed.
Since I made it.
Oh, y'all.
Anthony Brown, you know what that is?
Yeah, he in the chat. He always be in my chat.
Do you think that's actually
okay,
helpful
salute.
in some ways? addressing some of the feeling that young people that I've spoken to in this country have said to me that, oh, well, the administration doesn't put as much value on Palestinian lives, and that's what's making them feel angry about what Israel is doing.
Well, I think it's quite a reductive view to say the administration doesn't feel for Palestinian lives when this administration again and again and again has championed the notion of Palestinian dignity and equality and talked about the need for a two-state solution. But we will never have Palestinian dignity and equality if Israelis don't also have safety and security. And I think what President Biden has gotten right, what Secretary Blinken has gotten right, and what these activists get wrong is they don't recognize that, again, these must be convergent propositions, not divergent ones. And so, look, like I said a moment ago, the death
Well, the
of
people
any
asking for a
Palestinian child
ceasefire, he
is
just blew right by that. They keep asking for a ceasefire. He said, no, we want revenge because they allegedly
Hamas hiding
deleted
their
21 of
weapons
our Israeli people, allegedly. He said, no, we don't be should be no stop no ceasefire.
homes. I mean, the level
Ain't
of
that what he said?
cowardice of this organization that literally sends its terrorists into kibbutzim to butcher families whole cloth, then retreats to hide behind the sick and the wounded. I mean, the biggest sickness here is Hamas. So look, I want nothing more than Israelis and Palestinians live together in peace. But it will only come, and thank God Joe Biden has been clear about this, if both sides recognize their common humanity and if we finally dismantle this terror organization, Hamas. I mean, look, kid, as you know what they say, Hamas spokespeople are on the record as saying they want to repeat October 7th again and again and again. I don't think it leaves Israel, and I don't think it leaves the West.
Show me the evidence.
Like we didn't have a choice with ISIS. Let them continue to rape and pillage and murder in Syria.
Right.
We didn't have much of a choice with Al Qaeda. We don't have much of a choice with Hamas.
CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt. Great conversation. Thank you for coming on this morning, and we will see you again soon.
The CEO of the Anti-Defamation League. Well, that was all very entertaining, but he's a clown. But nevertheless, he's making his rounds. I mean, you got to give him credit. He gets a lot of airplay.
What does that mean anyway? What does anti-defamation mean? I mean, he's for defamation, right? Hold on. They anti-defamation?
I call it Defamation League.
I don't know. Maybe I got it back.
Well, they call this the Anti-Defamation League.
So that means like defamation of somebody's character, or what? You know what I mean? It's like what? What is that supposed to? Defamation of what though? You know?
Oh,
right.
Now look, I'm looking at it right here. He said there were 124 anti-Semitic attacks on college campuses since October 7th. But anti-Semitism is up 933% from 2022. Come on, man. You believe in that? Come on, man. Hey, look, man.
Hold on, Bernard. Hold on. Hold on. Where you just pulled that up at? On the video, he said? Or...
It was on the video, but they wouldn't let me show it earlier. That's why I tried to show it. Let me see if I can get it this time, man. I ain't going to play the video.
Let me ask you this question.
Show that graphic.
But why he the only one reporting this? Why this ain't reporting on major news? Why you can't go to the website and pull this data up? Why is it only coming out of his mouth?
Hey, man.
Huh, Frank?
Exactly.
Give me the website and the source where I can go pull this data.
Say what he wants, Chak. You know.
I just want to see what the data is. I'm fact checking. I'm not saying he wrong or right. We just need to make the fact check. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Be competent. Be competent. Living beings ain't funny. Huh?
I just think,
Hey, look.
Why is he like? Why is this dude? Why is he always? There's something. I mean, this dude is sold out. It's like he's like an agent or it's like a plan or something because he always like. Anytime something is, something happened with Jews, why is this dude like the poster guy? Why is it always him? It's just something, I don't know, just make you kind of think like it's kind of suspect, you know what I mean? This dude could be a crisis actor, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't know.
Get to say what he wants. God damn it.
Could be.
He could be a crisis actor, man. He could be. It's just something not right about why it's always him. You know.
I'm not playing the whole thing. I do want to show it to you.
That's real. I don't know. This dude is suspect, man.
But he can make threats. You see, he done made multiple threats on.
Yeah, something's up with this guy, you know.
How's he can go around and talk to
There
the
it is.
FBI and RS? Can I talk to them?
There
Where
it
they
is.
number at?
Look at the graphic, Shaq. There
I
it
got a complaint.
is right there. Shaq, that's a graphic. 124 anti-Semitic attacks have happened on campus since since October 7th, up 933% for 2022. Who's counting?
I mean, damn, you know. Make you think, you know what I mean?
Who's counting all these
really
incidents? Hey, look, Frank. If it's
what they saying
on much, you wouldn't be able to walk down the street.
Exactly. You wouldn't be able to walk down the street. How they still get all this money? How they still they in Brooklyn, and how do they still have all these their own communities in? Where is this stuff happening? Is it happening in their communities? Where is this happening? These attacks, you know what I mean? And this anti-Semitism, like, is it in their community? Is it where you know what I mean? Y'all see what I'm saying?
Man,
He's
he
deliberately giving them an ultimatum.
You know what the ultimatum is, Shaq? Y'all give me the goddamn money. The dad gonna fight this or shut the hell up, goddamn it. I'm running the goddamn White House. That's what he's letting you know. I'm running this thing. Uh-oh. I don't know who this guy. Hey, Isaiah Hines, how you doing, brother? But I like that. Isaiah Hines.
Who you got?
It's a guy named Isaiah Hines. How you doing, sir?
That's my guy. What's up? What up? That's my guy, man. It's my ex-coworker. What's good with you? Salute. I had another child abduction.
Okay, well,
on my phone, man. You heard the one earlier, right? What the hell they got going on? Damn, with this. Hey, what damn with this snatching season? I'm freak.
You see, and then, you know, how come why Joe Biden them not that? Why they not going? You know, really trying to combat that? You know. Are any of those are any of them kids so-called Jewish?
I'm gonna bring this up. This they got nothing to do with this. Now let me bring this up, because I gotta bring this up. I told Shaq I was gonna bring it up. We ain't gonna spend it for probably 5 minutes, so we gotta talk about some healthy stuff. The winter coming up, a lot of stuff going on, people getting sick, blah blah. But I want to bring this up. This was very, very, very interesting. Just happened to see it. Shaq shared it to me yesterday.
Yes.
How much do a man gotta make to be with you?
At least $1,000.
A year?
No.
A month?
Every day.
$1,000 every day?
Yeah.
He gotta make $1,000 every day to be with you.
Yeah.
What?
Because that's bare minimum to me. I need things done. I need my lifestyle.
So how much you gotta make a day to be with him?
You shouldn't worry about that.
So what can you do for a man that's making all that money a day?
Bring him peace and happiness.
$1,000 a day.
Yes. Yes. 1,000 is nothing per day.
But you make 1,000?
I make more than that. Yes.
Well, I don't know what the price tag is. I don't know if she make more than that. That ain't my concern. But dang I calculate that's $365,000 a year.
What kind of work does she do?
She ain't tell me.
She's probably a sex worker or something. You know what I'm saying? She probably selling pussy.
But she said she make more than that.
Let's just be real, man. That's not, these because women don't say shit like that and do stuff like that. So I don't call them women.
But she can make she can barely make $1 for her loosey goosey chicken. Yo,
Man.
I'm
You can't make this up. But see, you know this they got our women doing this shit, you know?
But let me say this, man. Let me say this,
Talking
man.
that shit.
Let me say this. Let me
Do we got women? I don't know.
But like the guy asked her the right question. He asked her the right question. I'm gonna give him credit. He asked her, "What are you doing?" She told him, "You don't need to worry about that." She said, $1,000, nothing. She said, "I need my lifestyle." What lifestyle?
But why can't you bring your own, like, give your own your stuff? If you're making $1,000, see, she want to spend your money. She telling you that she want to spend your money. If you getting it, why do you need a dude's money? Why do you need him to make that if you getting it?
You know why? You might don't got it.
Right. She don't got she lying and shit. You know what I mean? Of course she gonna lie on you know, because millions of people. Millions of people gonna see that.
But
millions of people gonna see that she knows it, so of course she gonna talk that stupid shit, you know, that ignorant shit, because you know millions of people gonna see that.
But hold on. All right, not to cut you, brother. Can I get in there, Frank?
Man,
go ahead, man. Go ahead, get in there, man.
$1,000 a day. That's what? That's $30,000 a month.
That's right.
So let's can we look up what careers or what jobs renders $30,000 a month? Can we look
I
that up?
like this guy named Isaiah Hines, man. He said her lifestyle is using and abusing the man per feminism.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my guy. What up? That's my guy, man. What's up with it, dog? And he said, Dr. Saber, yeah, you're right. I fuck with Dr. Saber hard, yo.
Yep. Now, my thing with this woman, I mean, me personally, it's just something I would trip on. You know what I'm saying? Because I just say, well, look, baby, I'm not $30,000 a month equals $360,000 a year. Yeah. Actually,
right.
when I counted 365 days, $365,000 a year. But nevertheless, we really have to look at it and say, you know, what's really going on. So it's no average man makes. So Track, can I ask a question? It will say on my chest. Are you saying Kevin Samuels come back? Help me, Kevin.
Hey, with the hashtag Kevin Samuels come back. That's my shit.
Yeah, he might need. Hey, look, man. These women kind of need. This is some nutty stuff right here. I kind of looked at. And if we
man, Isaiah, right?
we wouldn't be with nobody.
If I make that much, why would I be checking for a female like that?
Hey, yo, that's some funny stuff, man. I like that. He said if we did make it, we wouldn't be with nobody but our money and some hoes. Damn.
Man, real shit. Why would you see you got?
You know what? I was talking to an old friend of mine talking to a friend of mine a long time ago about this. He said, guys with their money like that, them women got to understand they might have to share the man. That's what he told me.
But a lot of females do that anyway nowadays.
They
be sharing dudes. They be sharing dudes, man.
I know.
But see, the thing is with that, look.
This one you talking about right here, especially when you talking about right here. I just thought it was funny.
When you got dough like that, and you got you know, some kind of power or whatever the case is, or influence that comes with that, you have all the options, man. You know what I'm saying? You have so many options and so many. So the thing is, you know, for a brother that actually has some sense, why would you want to just go with a random broad like that? You know what I mean? You could choose. You're doing all the choosing. It's like it'll be a different caliber of females with me. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute, Chak. Hold on. This is what he said. These feminists are getting more and more bolder since they killed Kevin Samuels and forced an arrest on Andrew Tate. You know what? They have been a little bit more unhinged since Kevin Samuels passed, Shaq.
No.
Right about that. Good point.
Think
Well,
about
like
it.
that.
Think about it.
Very interesting.
That's
That is
good.
very interesting. We got to look at that in a different light. What's all right, Kevin Samuels? You all right with me? Shoot, I ain't got no problem with you, brother. I ain't had no problem with you when you're living. I ain't got a problem with you now. You said what you thought about it, and hey, man, you know people didn't like it. It is what it is. That's how it be, Shaq. Don't nobody appreciate you.
You said don't nobody appreciate you.
Y'all need to put me on live. I ain't got the information, brother.
What did he say?
He said y'all need to put me on the live.
Oh.
We're gonna bring you on. Let me know what come to. Oh, okay. You joking. Okay. All right, now let me get this something that was something I saw earlier today. I just want to talk about it. It's not talked about. It's never talked about. And this is a growing truancy in America's classrooms. Now, this should be of some concern to people whose children are going to school, because the old saying go back, Shaq, do you know where your kids are? Do you know where your kids are? Do you know where your kids are? They kind of telling you don't, right? I mean, I'm just saying, man. So, but look at this.
Is you playing something? It's still spinning on this side. Let me take a while. They be playing with the internet. They been playing my Wi-Fi too.
Man, they've been doing this crap all night to me, bro. All right.
Yeah, they've been playing my Wi-Fi. I've been noticing. Yesterday and
I'll
today,
tell
my
you what.
Wi-Fi just been
Let's
going
go.
in and out.
Yeah, mine too. I got you. I can handle this. Don't worry about it. We got to do what we got to do.
Bring me them greenbacks.
They're not gonna. That might not be a bad place to start. I'm gonna play off the phone again.
They won't let you play. They won't let you play. Load it up, huh?
They keep on having that circles thing. I ain't got time for that.
This week, America celebrates Education Week. Across our country, there are great teachers, educators, and students. But in too many communities, the problems are even greater. According to experts, schools are in the midst of a crisis. Truancy and absenteeism are at record highs. Tonight, we go to one city where the crisis is real, the headwinds are strong, and the will to win is relentless. This report, part of our series, The American Classroom. Hartford, Connecticut, called the insurance capital of the world. World-class private schools to match. That's one Hartford. We rode around the other. Our tour guide, a native son, a product of Hartford Public Schools.
So this is a ride-along?
This is when we take people out in the community to show them kind of like what we do. But normally, for me, this is me doing street engagement. Street engagement. Yeah. So normally, I would drive through the neighborhoods, find young people, engage them in conversation. At age 49, Diego Lopez bears the scars of his schooling. What happened to your finger? Oh, so I was shot. You were shot? Yeah, I'm a 4-time gunshot victim. Where? All over my body. Be specific. Like I was shot in the stomach, the chest, back, lower extremities, blew my finger off, the arm.
Damn.
It's like 9 bullet holes. A 9th grade dropout, former member of the Latin Kings, Lopez spent 10 years in a Connecticut state prison. He changed and became a counselor. Today, with one daughter, another who will attend soon, he's focused on helping children. The hard streets of Hartford, his office. We're in what you describe as the trenches. We're in the trenches. We at risk. But yet you show up here, I don't see security, I don't see a weapon, I don't see Kevlar vest. I mean, you're doing in some way what the police do. 100%. Yeah. Diego works with teenagers on the shy side of success. What's up, man? Byron Pitts, how you doing? Many of them high school dropouts, like Amanda. I was a junior when I dropped. How long ago was that? 3 years. So you dropped out in the 11th grade. May I ask why? It was COVID. COVID, oh, I see. Did school give up on you, or did you give up on school? It was kind of both. All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. How you tell someone that education is important when they're worried about getting killed or gang violence and all this other stuff that's going on in their life? And we expect our children to learn when they don't even know if they're going to live. So as you see, what's broken in schools? I don't think, our kids think education. Our schools are just straight up just failing our kids. Those are hard truths in Hartford. In cities and poor communities across America, many desperate children feel like no one cares if they're in school, so they stop going. Am I even working hard enough? Should I just give up? I wouldn't be as motivated as I was before, and I would start skipping. Going to school started to become a big struggle for me when I started to struggle with my mental health. Children reaching a breaking point. Since the pandemic, students have disappeared from schools in alarming numbers. Over a quarter of all U.S. students, K through 12, miss 10% or more of school. They're considered chronically absent.
The education system is working for some and not for others. And COVID-19 really, I think, exacerbated a lot of the challenges that we saw around educational inequality and disparate outcomes among different groups of children.
In our nation's capital, 48% of students are chronically absent. In California, 30%. Connecticut, 24%. Educators feel the burden. I ask this question respectfully. Is the system broken?
We in schools are tasked with solving for a lot.
The fight for the future of America's children is at a crisis point. In 2021, there were 2 million dropouts.
We're losing way too many children. They're either not showing up or they're leaving early and really not having any opportunities beyond that.
Nationwide, for millions of students, a typical school day is filled with too many obstacles. From issues with transportation, caring for loved ones, to depression and anxiety. Students are missing school.
The education system is not working for Black and African American students. It's not working for students who may speak a language other than English. It's not working for students with disabilities. It's not working for students who live in poverty. And it's not working for students who don't have an advocate who can make sure that their needs are being met.
Every day, these campus peace builders, as they're called, go out into Hartford.
I have a couple home visits.
Meeting young people where they are.
A youth in the hospital and then a mom.
Offering job training, providing basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, and friendship.
So the question of the day today is, what is an obstacle that keeps youth from going to school or causes them to drop out of school?
I think one of the biggest issues is trauma. We live in a traumatized environment, and our schools are not trauma-informed. Compass has been working with 17-year-old Raheen Hodges for a year. Are you in school?
No, not right now.
You dropped out?
Yes.
Why?
to be honest, when I came back from COVID, it's just like felt like school wasn't like motivating me.
Were you absent a lot?
No.
No, you would go every
I
day.
would show up, but I just wouldn't like participate.
What kind of grades did you get when you were in school?
Like C's, D's. And like when I did try, I would get like B's and A's. I feel like they gave up on me because like when I would try, I just wouldn't get the help that I like needed.
Give me an example.
Like they would make me feel like I was stupid. Like I would ask for help, and like they would make me feel like I was just like dumb or something.
This time last year, Genesis Luciano had also dropped out of school. Why'd you drop out?
I was homeless. So it was just a lot of stuff going on for me, and I just said I didn't want to do it anymore.
How old were you?
I was 17.
So were you a good student in a bad situation, or were you in a bad situation and not really that good a student?
I was a good student in a bad situation.
And do you think the school didn't see you?
The school didn't really understand me as much.
I think that it is difficult, unfortunately, right now to find joy in school. Schools have become places where teachers are stressed, are overworked, and for students, some of the content is increasingly irrelevant to them. We are now at a moment where we need to determine what the future of public education is in this country.
In many parts of the country, programs are being tested to help students like Genesis, strategies to improve grades and attendance. From door knocking in Los Angeles,
We knocked on 8,000 doors.
to signs reminding kids to come to school in Alabama,
Good morning.
to a truancy court in Nashville that tries to find solutions for each family based on the obstacles they face.
You want to try to encourage them to tell their story of what's going on.
Yes.
I think that although local communities are doing a lot to increase student attendance, we really have to spend more time understanding the root causes.
A problem that affects all ages. Truancy can start young.
One thing that we found early on was our kindergartners had a 25% chronic absenteeism. That was my first, wake-up call.
No one knows the stats or the stories better than Leslie Torres Rodriguez, superintendent of Hartford Public Schools, born in Puerto Rico, raised in Hartford. She is a product of the system she now runs.
A 5-year-old cannot get to school on their own. We knew that there were familial challenges, housing insecurity, unemployment, health inequities that exist.
One school in her district, Michael D. Fox Elementary, is hoping to solve that problem by bringing health care straight to its students, like this school medical clinic, equipped with a full dentist chair, even staffed by a physician's assistant.
School-based health centers most definitely work. If a child goes to an appointment outside of school, they miss an entire day or a half day. If they come here for the same complaint, they're out of class for 30 minutes.
Because of this clinic, MD Fox says they've seen an improvement in attendance.
If we can keep them healthy, we've got them at the best of their ability to be able to focus on reading or learning math or whatever it might be.
Down the hall, there's a food pantry.
A lot of the systemic challenges that happen, all of that plays out in the classroom, in our schools. And we have to solve for it. We're not going to turn our back on our students.
So in that regard, what grade would you give yourself?
I could say we can always do more.
I need a grade.
Average job.
Your voice said average job. Your eyes said.
Sadder.
Yeah.
It's sadder.
Just as Luciano had her fair share of those obstacles, now she's enrolled in an alternative school in Hartford. During our interview, Genesis's peace builder, Haley Jones, grew emotional as she quietly watched.
Y'all crying over there?
We asked her to join us. Why are you crying?
Because this is years, man. This is years. This is like your heart. This isn't about money. This is an investment of what I know. I poured everything that I could into her.
Why give so much?
Because
All right, that's pretty good. Cover about 10 minutes that. Kind of interesting. Kind of like saying, do you know where your kids are? But it also shows you that It's a lot of things that people don't know about. They say if kindergarten missing 25% of class, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I hope if your parents are homeschooling, but I do believe that it's a bigger crisis than that. Because if they were learning other things, but they're not learning nothing, it's kind of bad. But they say truancy, so that means the kids they're coming in, and they know what they're not even probably looking for them no more. So everything is going by the wayside. But it is what it is. What do you think about that, Shaq? You hear me? No, you sound like you're in a water vessel. Frank, you hear me?
Yep.
All right, Frank Clear, you sound like you in a time warp. Shaq. No, you sound like you snorkeling or something, man. So hold on, man. I'm gonna do something right quick. Don't just hold on. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna come out and come back in. All right, I'm back. Okay. I don't know what's going on with that. You might have to leave and come back in. I came back in that way I can try to do one video of this health thing because they upset with me. We are upset with you, Bernard. You are causing too much distractions and hurting the agendas of the Anti-Defamation League, and we must stop you. Like I give a damn, but we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop King BJ and Shaq and Frank Nitty from talking about the Anti-Defamation League. We must.
Hey, but yeah, them kids, man, that's messed up with those kids. I mean, but see, it's just everything's overpopulated. They don't be getting enough attention. There'd be a gang of students in the class. If there was less students, man, they'd be able to give the kids more attention.
Wait a minute. I'm glad you said that because I was with a friend of mine last week and she teaches at in high school now. As a matter of fact, she teaches in high school and she went to school where they bring in the presidential debate 20 miles from us. Virginia State is gonna be the first HBCU to host a presidential debate in October next year. Don't know what that's about, but they've been around since 1882. They're the first time HBCU gonna have a presidential debate. Wow, crazy. But nevertheless, she said she got 20 students, 16, and I think 20. But she did say that sometimes it's a challenge for her. But not really. She said that sometimes she doesn't talk to her like she their friend or mother. She like, well, I don't talk to me like you talk to your mom at home because I'm not your mother. She said you had to tell one of them that. So she said they be talking about their little girlfriends in class and You know, he trying to talk to my boyfriend. I said, wait a minute, these 10th graders talking like that? She like, yeah, these 10th graders. I said, wow. Crazy, right?
Mic check, mic check.
I got you. She said, these are 10th graders talking like that. It is what it is, yo. But Frank is like the old saying, do you know where your children are? And you might not know where they are. That's going on with what I just showed you in that video. So
yeah, man, damn. But see, like I was saying, that you know, that whole saying "kids of the future," it really mean kids of the future inmates. You know what I mean? That's what that is. You know, it's just a school to prison pipeline operation that this so-called society got going on. You know what I mean? There'll be a number somehow. There'll be a student ID number, or there'll be a prison ID number. So,
oh,
you know,
let me stop the mic. Wait 1 second. Bishop is in the chat. Yes, Bishop. We understand it's tough. Keep on pushing. That's 72 years life having your mother. That's good. I had mine for 30, which is way less. She died at 60, so I understand. So just
man, condolences to y'all, man. Damn, you know.
That's the science of life, brother. So just relax. I tell you came on and you wanted to, but I understand that you didn't. So it's okay. But shout out to you. That's what I say for that. Daggone way, I talk about it. All right, Shaq. It's gonna be your expose right here, baby. Before I go, this is gonna be your expose. Let's see if the little clown. If they don't, we just got to talk about it. But all right, Shaq, it's your time to shine, baby. This is Shaq Hour.
Oh, man, I have my mic muted. Somebody muted my mic. You muted me? They must have muted my mic. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah, what you got?
It's a surprise, man. Daggone, don't look. You got some coal in your stocking, motherfucker. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, man. Just joking. Well, it is kind of like coal in your stocking. Just relax. Oh, no, don't do no great. Don't do no crazy.
Dr. Richard Besser with some questions about radiation and the body. Rich, we heard David Muir tell us that those who are right around the worst of the site could see immediately the effects of radiation poisoning.
Well, Diane, what you're going to see, radiation affects your entire body, but what you're going to see early on is radiation affecting the parts of the body where cells divide very quickly. And that's your gastrointestinal tract. You're going to see nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and fever. The same kinds of things someone has when they're going through radiation treatment for cancer. That will let you know you've had a big dose of radiation.
And again, we're talking about acute radiation poisoning with those symptoms. I want to move out to the wider circumference of people who've been told to stay inside or try to evacuate. What are the effects on small children? And what about pregnant women? And what about breast milk?
Well, one of the big effects that you want to try and prevent is the development of thyroid cancer. And the reason that's a risk, and it's a risk in particular to young children and pregnant women, is that the thyroid gland in your neck takes in iodine, and iodine is one of those radioactive elements released very early from a reactor. So that comes into your body, it goes into your thyroid gland where you make a thyroid hormone. You can block that, though, by giving people potassium iodide. Those are the pills that are being distributed. You can protect them from thyroid cancer.
Right, but I want to show everybody this pill because we've all been issued them here, these tiny pills. You have to be careful, don't you, about taking them for too long a period, especially children?
Well, you definitely don't want to take them unless it's necessary. If you're being exposed to ongoing radioactive, those pills far exceeds any risk. However, they can be a risk to very young babies. They can cause mental retardation. You don't want to use them without guidance. You want to listen to the recommendations and follow them very closely.
And we want to thank you, Rich Besser, and tell everyone that you're going to post more information about radiation and the body online.
Mm.
I want to turn now to our
It's a radiation for real. That's all I want to talk about. Chak, what do you think about that, man? That's something you talk about sometimes. The effects of radiation, brother.
Yeah, that's what I've been talking about, man. That's what I think this coronavirus stuff was sparked off of. Some levels of radiation that these towers and stuff. We since the introduction of we're gonna just say radio frequent waves. We can say the RF radio frequency. You know what I'm saying? Look at
Are you a
I'm
human
looking at something now.
microwave?
That's pretty much what they've turned us into. I'm looking at some news.berkeley.edu, and they were saying this is them. This is coming out there what they reported too. They saying that okay, they say here are some results. Hold on, let me see. Let me read what they saying right quick. Okay, this is Moskowitz. There's somebody called Moskowitz. I guess he reported this. He says cell phone radiation is harmful. It says, but few people want to believe it. You know what he said? Cell phone radiation is harmful, but few people want to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Huh? People don't want to believe it. Right. Okay, radio frequency rate. I'm reading something on radiation in the 1990s. Now, peep this though. It says, hold on, let me see what it says. It says our government, however, stopped funding research on hold on the health effects of radio frequencies, right? Radiation in the 1990s. Why did they stop that? Why did they stop that? Then it says, let me see. Then I'm going to Wikipedia. Okay. In response to let me see. In response to public concerns, it says the World Health Organization, the WHO, the WHO, established the what? The International EMF, which means electric and magnetic fields. This project was in 1996, and it was to assess what? Oh, it got cut off. Let me see www.public. But you can go look that up. You can go look that up on www.en.m. Let's say Wikipedia.org. But yeah, they talking about the harmful cause of radiation frequency, dog. Think about it. We going into 5G. Some countries is going into 6G. Some countries been on 5G and 6G. You know what I'm saying?
Some countries, some people want to go to 10G.
They want to go to who?
10G.
Man, you know how many people Now think about it. And they've been talking about population control, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've been thinking about population control, right? Now, repeat this. What's the way to get rid of a large population of people? What you think?
Radio frequency.
Who? Radio frequency, huh?
Yep. Now,
Okay.
let me say something.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight, you have Marquette and Kansas playing in college basketball, right? Where's that thing event? That is called the Maui Invitational. Now, Frank, I thought Maui was burned to smithereens, didn't you? Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I know. Right.
They having a basketball tournament they call it the Maui Invitational with Kansas and Marquette playing. Now, let me ask you a question, man. Marquette is a Jesuit school. Dwayne Wade went there. Oh, my bad. Jimmy Butler went there. Oh. Made you look again, Frank. But look, check this out. If what happened in Maui was so important, they said they playing in Honolulu, but they called it the Maui Invitational. Now I'm asking you this, Frank and Shaq. Don't you think what happened in Maui, Shaq and Frank, could have been radiation effects?
Yeah, Maui, everywhere. Think about it. Think about, okay, pull up. Now, you heard what he said about the radiation. Pull up the effects of radiation again. What all the symptoms of radiation part. Because I think it's important.
Yep.
People don't understand.
As a matter of
how
fact, they say
important
it's a big outbreak of diarrhea in the UK.
Diarrhea. No, I just laugh because it's like that.
Hey, scientists say they don't know why. I'm telling you, scientists say they don't know why, but like my man Dr. Lean say they do know why. Now what? Yep. Now check this out. Bayer is being hit with a $332 million lawsuit for Roundup. So what I'm letting you know is, hey man, we got a lot of corporations that's in a lot of trouble right now, brothers.
Hey, one more thing, right? Can you hear me? I think we need to find. I think we need to find actually some good
Dr. Felicia Lockhart.
Oh, you got to point out.
Felicia Lockhart in the building.
What's going on, Ms. Lockhart? I think we need to.
She said it sounds like
look into copper, right? I think we need to do. Matter of fact, do a search on copper right quick. I just want people to get the information, man. I don't want them to hear it out of my mouth. Can you pull up a search on copper, the effects and the benefits of copper, right quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yep, sure am. I said we're
and
gonna
see why
dedicate a health segment. So yeah, why not?
You're gonna see why we are being played, Frank. I've been studying and tracking this shit, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why our numbers are so high? Why we're such a small so-called population in this country, but our numbers is high in some of these so-called diseases or cancer in cancer states. That's a question.
All right, let's pull this.
Can you put it on the screen?
Well, yeah, I'm playing it. I mean, I got a whole video of the damn thing.
Okay, yeah, get in there.
I'll let you know about Saturday night, Miss Lockhart. I been moving around so much and been on the move so much a couple weeks. But if I'm at home, I definitely come on. I've been to I've been to Georgia. While I was in Georgia, and I should have came down to Alabama to see you, but I came on back home. Maybe next time I come to Alabama. Shit.
Not sure likes having a dog in his house. What do you think?
All righty. Copper is.
Oh, they trying to play you. They trying to play you.
Hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. They won't let
They
you play
doing
it,
it
huh?
again, so I'm gonna do it.
You want me
Let
to do it
me.
by the phone?
You know what?
You got it?
No, I got you this time. Look, matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna read it off because I got it right here. Yes, Miss Lockhart, that would have been an awesome visit. But I was down there in Atlanta and I was down there in Savannah. You're right. I make my rounds, Miss Lockhart, when I get a chance. All right. Copper is a mineral that is found throughout the body. It helps your body make red blood cells and keeps nerve cells in your immune system. Your body uses copper to carry out many important functions, making energy, connective tissues, and blood vessels. What are the symptoms of copper deficiency? Well, Shaq, are you ready for that?
Let's go.
Symptoms of copper deficiency include fatigue and weakness, frequent sickness, which there could be a lot of people,
Right.
weak and brittle bones, problems with
Mm-hmm.
memory and learning, difficulty walking, increased cold sensitivity, pale skin, premature gray hair, and vision loss. Now, should you take copper daily? No more than 8 milligrams of copper should be consumed daily in those 14 to 18 years old. No more than 10 milligrams in those 19 years. Now, here go to this probably where the lie at. Taking copper from mouth in high doses is possibly unsafe and can be dangerous. All right. They say the number one food in copper is beef liver.
What?
I said beef liver is the number one food with copper.
You see the hold. Okay, let's
Well,
go down this road right quick. Let me ask the question. Right? Okay. Now, where is this beef coming from? What particular animal is this beef coming from? The legend.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute. It gets worse, man. Wait a minute. What other foods are high in copper? Oysters and shellfish, other shellfish, whole grains, beans, nuts, potatoes, and organ meats, kidney and liver. Dark leafy green, dried fruit such as prunes. Actually, I like prunes, okay. Cocoa, black pepper, and yeast are also sources of copper.
Mm-hmm. They ain't got black. Look.
Now,
let me add this right quick, right? Because I didn't know this, and my son brought this up to me today, which is fun. This is so how we connected, right? Him and his mom was at the store today shopping for their grandmother, right? And he was getting some olives. He was like, "Yeah, man, I love the olives, man." And he gave me a rundown on olives, right? Dark green olives. He said, "Peep this," and this I wasn't even talking about no health shit. He was like, "They got copper." They said magnesium, copper, And I think it say iron was in black olive. I mean, a green olive. I didn't even know that myself, and I love olives. That's how connected this thing is. And I was like, well, you know what? I said another reason why you probably like foods like that with that type of minerals in it is because your body is so smart and educated. It craves really what it needs. You know what I'm saying? Iron, copper, magnesium, potassium, zinc.
Copper is also what, Shaq? It's an anti-inflammatory.
There you go. So why when we go to the doctor, why the doctor don't prescribe you copper?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't making no money, man. Shut your ass up. Take this damn ibuprofen and go home. Shit.
Well.
So I'm on a search to find real sources of copper.
Now look, they saying they got another question. Should zinc and copper be taken together? There's a strong relationship exists between zinc and copper. Too much of one can cause deficiency in the other. If you take zinc, including zinc and a multivitamin, you should also take copper. Damn. Ouch. Ain't that something? That's interesting.
So go back to Dr. Sabi. I wish you could pull the video up with Dr. Sabi talking about the iron. But he's talking about iron. I think you're talking about iron phosphate. I think. I can't remember. Remember they talk about, oh, you anemic, all this stuff. You got low iron, and because we're not getting the proper. They know what they did to our plant life. Did you know at one point in time this particular region was called La Florida, land of flowers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I call it the land of cut down trees.
There you go. Trees. What all the benefits does trees render to a ecosystem, and specifically certain geographical locations that has multiple species habitat, cohabitant in those ecosystems. You know, for us, you know, even down to the insects, us, the living beings that's in that particular ecosystem, the animals, you know what I'm saying, amphibians, the mammals, all that stuff is conducive. But the destroyers, that's their new name. The destroyers come and destruct, they deconstruct and reconstruct. That's why we're living in this and pull it in full circle to this trance. They want you to transform. Artificial. Everything is a supplement of. One more thing. Y'all know what a conjunction is, right?
Something come together? No.
Yeah. Conjunction. Yeah, it's pretty much two or more words put together, like I said, to identify, you know, to describe something, or, you know, vitamin, right? Vitamin, right? Okay. Well, if we break that down and turn it into two words, it'd be vital minerals. Vital minerals. Have you ever heard of heme? Y'all know what heme is?
Kind of sound familiar.
Yeah, I heard of
heme. If I'm not mistaken, heme. Is that not blood? Like,
that's right, hemoglobin.
Hemoglobin, right? Okay, but do you know plants has blood? You know what would you smart, educated people? What would you think heme will be in the plant life? What would be their heme? What would we think plants would? Chlorophyll. That's plant heme.
You said chlorophyll?
Chlorophyll. Yeah, that's plant heme. Or chlorella. You know.
Chlorella. I used to get that. I need to get some more.
See, all these things
goes with
are
spirulina, right?
Spirulina. All those things are good for the gut to build up keep your gut health right. You know what I'm saying? Function at an optimal level, the right pH balance. You know what I'm saying? The kelp,
Right.
the kale, spirulina, um, any dark leafy green, green vegetables. You know what I'm saying? The dark leafy greens. You got things like bok choy, switch chard. You got things like give me some more names, Frank.
What's damn black seed extract.
I like bok choy.
Black seed is good.
Yep.
Black seed oil, yeah, it's good. Olive. You know what? I did a study. Have you ever heard of this product called olive leaf extract?
Mm-mm.
That was a
Yep.
okay. So the olive leaf. See what I'm saying? See, if we start getting back education is right. But we got to start educating ourselves, G, because we can no longer just alone allow big, big tech, big pharma, big this, Big 10, Big 12, to tell us we have to do our own research now. We have to become our own, along with some of the information that's been put out on a professional level too. We can't just exclude the professional because some of them are doing great research. It's not being put on a major, list of to do things. You know what I'm saying? It's put on the back burner. But you got to do your thorough research. So I'm saying all this to say this coming into what we're going into. They keep putting out these so-called alleged viruses, bacteria, which we know the bacteria and viruses exist within different species. So we need to figure out, and the
Right.
water. We need to figure out how to charge our water. Like in that video, he was mentioning about before he got cut off. He mentioned about the iodine. I'm telling people to go research this. Don't just take my word. Research it and do your independent research and see what's best conducive for your lifestyle and your makeup. But look these things up and see what's the benefits, what's the side effects, of iodine. How much to take? What's the proper dose? What's the proper who has the best potency? Being able to learn how to charge our water because we know, or allegedly, the water we drink is not even chargeable. It's not even water. It's dead water. Doesn't have any active minerals in it. It don't have any electrolytes in it. That's another reason why Dick Gregory talked about the dehydration. Didn't he talk about dehydration?
A lot.
Okay, we drink water a lot. So why do people still dehydrated or behind the scenes? Because the water doesn't have any minerals in it. Doesn't have any electrolytes in it. So your body can only absorb a certain amount of. Even if you drink the water, it's going to automatically get rid of what it don't need. Allegedly, your body only, I guess, depends on your weight, height, and all that stuff. Only consumes 4 ounces of water per hour or something like that. So even if you do drink, say you drink 16 ounces, your body might only absorb 4 ounces of that water per hour or something like that. So we need to figure out how to be able to charge our water, how to get the minerals in the water and stuff like that. What was that? What Ms. Lockhart said?
She said, what about spinach and sesame seeds? And she also said, Lord have mercy, I'm about to get everybody in my family. Braces made of copper and necklaces made of copper.
But think about it, Ms. Lockhart. Go back. If you are a seasoned bishop, you're seasoned. I don't know if Doc Boss on. Y'all are seasoned people in our community, right? Think back. What did your grandfather or your father or your uncle something? They used to make their own copper bracelets, rings, anklets, and stuff, man. You didn't ever knew what that was. I used to see my uncle, some of my uncle stuff with like, like making like out the copper wire hangers and stuff. They'll make their little twisted somehow they twist it together and make a little bracelet out of it or a ring or something out of it. How people weren't using this stuff just for shiny. It was also conducive to our lifestyle. It was a protector. It repels certain things so you can absorb the natural minerals and energy and stuff, oxygen and stuff in the air. They stripped us from all that stuff, man, and put us in today's system of what they consider health and wellness is. Nature is health and wellness. Nature can teach you way more about health and wellness than any person in the lab coat, in a white coat.
Because look, nature don't got no agenda like the people in the lab coat do.
Now let me bring this up. I gotta bring this up because that was good. And people take heed and listen back to what Shaq said on this because me and him talk about this health stuff all the time. I was telling somebody today I'm gonna try to get him a good meal plan. Now look, it's the last thing I'm gonna say before I go. I got to say this right because you about to get the laugh of the day with this. Somebody just put something to me. This is funny, man. Now listen. All right, Frank. You ready to get the laugh? Israel and Hamas release deal in exchange for 4-day pause in fighting. So they say they have reached a deal in which around.
They tell you it's fake. How you pause fighting for 4 days? If you can't control, if these are radical people, if these are radical Muslims doing this attack, and you don't know who these people are, if you don't know who these people are, how you gonna control it? How you gonna stop them from fighting if you don't know who they are? Am I right or wrong? Come on, man. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Shaq? What I just said?
Say it again.
Hey, look.
I said, if you don't know who these people are,
hey, wait a minute.
If they're radical terrorists, how can you stop them fighting if you don't know who these people are? If they're radical terrorists, how do you? And if you don't know who they are, if they're not crisis actors, how can you stop them fighting for 4 days? You see that? You see how they do us? We're crazy, dude. That's our fault.
Wait.
Hold on, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
You know, it's kind of on us too. You know, like.
Wait a minute. Now wait a minute.
That's crisis actors, bro.
50 hostages being held in Hamas will be released to Israel while fighting will pause 4 days. News and deal broke Tuesday night when Israel cabinet accepted a highly anticipated agreement. The 4-day pause in fighting will be the first pause longer than 4 hours that Israel has agreed to since the fighting escalated. Israel will let 380 trucks a day cross from Egypt to Gaza as part of the deal. Israel did not state whether the deal will invoke the release of Palestinian prisoners, but embassy needed 150 Palestinians held by Israel could be released under the agreement. Because the deal was approved Tuesday, the hostages may not be released till Thursday to allow a 24-hour judicial review period.
How do you pause a war, man? If you don't know who these people are,
I'm saying, man, how do you pause? What are you gonna do? Hey, Frank, what are you gonna do?
Time out.
Are we fighting?
We saying time out. Fuck it, man. You know, time out. But
stay on the field, baby. Time out, baby.
They're telling you it's crisis. They're telling you it's fake. I was telling y'all. I was not saying I don't even think this is real. I told y'all, man. I be just like what's the Ukraine thing. A lot of this stuff is just not real. Because if you stage something, nobody gets killed. Look, you stage something, nobody gets killed. You get to still make money. It's like a movie. It's like a movie. Look, nobody gets hurt on the set. Nobody gets hurt on the set. Everybody gets to go home, and you make the scripted movie
on the set. Just say Frank. Nobody get hurt on the set.
Frank.
Yeah, same with this shit, dude. Nobody really gets hurt. You want all the actors to go home, like all right, all the actors got to go home.
Hey, man. That is.
That makes sense. I don't know. Do it make sense what I'm saying, or like that makes sense, right?
Now, look, man. Now, look. Let me show it to you, man. Hold on, man.
I mean, they're telling you it's scripted, man. They kind of like giving you a big hint, because if you don't know, and then look, there's another thing I gotta say. If Hamas if they're not an army, how could you do that, bro? They're not even an army, man. See, you see how we don't be I don't know, man.
Hey, look,
You laughing,
man.
BJ? You
So,
laughing?
so you know what that
They're
show
not
you?
even an army, man. How you going? Damn, dude. You see how we do it, man?
Hey, man. Let me say one more thing though. Let me say, see, brother. Let me bring up one more thing. Over the last couple of days, I wasn't knowing, but you did a show and you were talking about this hospital shooting or something like that. They had a couple of shootings or mass shootings over the weekend. They say, right? I said, here we go again.
Dude. And then it was in New
I think it
Hampshire
was
again.
two of them,
Remember?
matter of fact.
There were two of them. But
Yeah,
remember, look.
it was like two of them.
But
Because
look,
I think
remember
I
that
was
last one, like
out
a
of
couple
town.
months ago.
I heard about it.
Remember, like 3 months ago, there was one in New Hampshire. Remember, there was one in New Hampshire. There was another one the other day in New Hampshire. Why is it the same states? See, we don't be, dude, man. I just don't get it, man. You know, I don't understand how we don't, see and come up with the concept. Like, wait up.
Man, remember, I was on last week and I told you about the thing that happened with Biden's granddaughter when they said, daggone, somebody tried to rob the car with them in it, and they shot at him, and he kept up, but he got away.
And where was the Secret Service at? They was nowhere to be found, right?
Yeah, they said
Come
Secret
on,
Service
man.
is the one. They said that Secret Service is the one who shot at him. But daggone, I know one thing: Secret Service ain't missing.
And they're gonna hit you with some at the cardinal. They're gonna hit you at those cardinal points, dude. They're gonna hit you at those points to where they're gonna kill you, dude. You know what I'm saying?
First, I'm
Straight
trying
up.
to find
Or
out how
center
somebody
mass. They're
even
gonna
was able to
hit
get.
center mass type
How
shit.
somebody was able to get that close to the car? You gonna know this is a Secret Service miracle, not miracle, man. You ain't that damn stupid.
But see, I think they know that, because with that George Orwell book, what was that? 19 was it 1908? Was it
Yeah, 1984.
1984? So what does that tell you? That was a hoax. The whole books was about a hoax. It was about steering the people's opinion. You see what I'm saying? You giving them something, and you basically steering their opinion and having them react on some kind of fear. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with this, man. Look,
Hey,
Chak, you hear what I said? If you don't know these people, if you're not controlling this war, if you don't know the other side, Hamas, how could you pause this shit for 4 fucking days? See, we don't be thinking, dude. We don't think, man. It's like it just. I've noticed that.
Didn't Ye have a song about 1984 or something? Did he have a song? He had a song or something like that with 1984 in it, or something, an album or a song or something.
But you see what I'm saying, Chak? You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
you
here it is,
pause
Frank.
for 4 days,
Here it is,
dude?
Frank. I got it.
I'm
I got it,
pausing this
Frank.
shit for 4 days. We ain't gonna do this shit for 4 days.
Security guard killed in hospital shooting and responding trooper are hailed as heroes. A security guard killed in a shooting at a New Hampshire hospital and responded they trooper fatally shot the suspect are being hailed as heroes, with officials saying the tragic incident could have been a lot worse. The shooting happened around 3:40 on Friday and occurred entirely in the lobby of the New Hampshire hospital. The suspect entered the hospital lobby and shot the security guard. Okay, so the identity trooper not released. The security guard is Bradley Howard, 63, a former chief of police for the Franklin Police Department. And now check this out. All right, Frank, hold it. You ready to get the laugh of the day, Frank, right?
Man, yeah, man.
Attorney General of Massachusetts identified the suspect as John Medore, 33, a transient man who has stayed in a hotel in the area. And number 33 again, 33.
And he had to be homeless, right? He just happened to be homeless.
Guess what? Now let me check this out. He had an AR-style rifle, a tactical vest, and several magazines of ammunition were found in a U-Haul truck in the hospital's parking lot.
He had a U-Haul truck. See, how do you have a U-Haul truck without a house? Can anybody answer me that question? Chak, does that make sense what I just said? You don't have a house, but you got a U-Haul truck. Yeah, right. You see how?
Hey, and he was 33 years
that's
old.
how I broke it down. Did you see how I broke it down that day? How the hell You know what I'm saying? And then the thing is, they talking about, oh yeah, the shoot. They said that he shot one of the damn cops, and then they said a cop shot him and killed him. But then it's funny, when you got into the story, they didn't mention the dead cop. They didn't mention him at all in the newscast. They just said it one time, and then they didn't mention.
Now
See, that's
look,
how you
now
know.
wait a minute. Now, wait a minute, because I got to talk to my brother Ron Hurd down in Memphis. But there's also, and then at the same time, was a manhunt in Memphis. A manhunt underway in Memphis after shooting leaves 4 dead. That was around the same time as that. So I just think it was a manhunt going on in Memphis, Tennessee.
You can't make this stuff up, man. See, the thing is with me,
Right off the top of the Fox 8 5 o'clock news, we head to New Hampshire, where there are reports of multiple victims in a shooting inside a hospital. This happened just within the last couple of hours or so in the state capital of Concord. The New Hampshire hospital is a 184-bed inpatient psychiatric facility where all visitors have to go through metal detectors. The hospital is also on a 120-acre campus. That's the home of many large state agencies, including the Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Education, and the Public Utility Commission there in New Hampshire. The city's police department, the local sheriff's office, and state police are all on the scene, and we have just gotten word that authorities have confirmed the gunman has been killed in this. But again, all they have confirmed in addition to that...
Can I answer a question real quick?
At this psychiatric hospital in Concord, New Hampshire...
For one, see, they're gonna push the crazy narrative by saying it's a psychiatric hospital, and for two, how did all the agencies get there so quick? How did the FBI and all them get there so fast? Anybody answer me that question? How did they get there so fast? And they talking about ICE was there, like this is a immigrant or something. ICE,
hey man,
ICE. We're not talking about no Mexican. We're talking about. They said ICE was there, bro. ICE, what would ICE be doing there? See, I told y'all, man. I don't know, man. Maybe I sound crazy or something, but this should be staged, dude.
Hey, yo.
And I'm not even talking about no flat. I'm talking about a hoax, bro. Like straight up, just a drill, bro. It's just these be drills. These don't be real. They're telling you that it's not real.
Man, hey Frank, the number 33 again, bro.
I told you 33, and that's the thing. Look. Do you hear what I just said? It's a mental institution, right? So they're gonna push that crazy narrative on because white man again. Here we go, crazy white man. He's not a regular white man. Wouldn't do this unless he's out of his mind. That's what they're trying to say. Shaq, what do you think about that? Do you see that narrative? White people wouldn't do this unless they're crazy. They wouldn't shoot people and kill. And then the other thing too, you know what I'm saying? How did they get there so quick, BJ? How did the FBI get there so fast, bro? ICE.
Hey, look,
That's some shit.
Man. All roads, hey Frank, all roads lead to New Hampshire.
And that's pretty much Boston, right? See, the thing is, man, you can't make this stuff up. Shaq, what do you think? How did they get there so quick? That's what I want to know. They talking about, and it's like, stuff just don't be making no sense, dude. Like, oh, it's at a mental institution. Why would he go do that at a mental institution? Oh, because he's crazy, or he was there before, huh? Oh, he was checked in there before or something, huh? I can't. I'm tired of these narratives. I'm just tired of it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just getting old. You know what I mean? It's the same old white man. You know, he crazy or something like that, or he had a troubled past or something like that. You know, and he just can't take society no more. You know, to the point where he just gonna shoot up or whatever or whoever. Don't matter regardless of who is in the place that he shoot. And you know this. Look, this is what I brought up on the show. Why is it always some public places that they do it at? They never do that at their house. They never do that in the apartment building. They never do it in the housing tract. It's always in a public place. Do y'all never notice that?
Look, and they getting so good now they do it out of U-Haul.
That's what I'm saying, dude. How you don't have a place to live, but you got a U-Haul, bro? Who rented him the U-Haul? What state did he rent the U-Haul from? They just be, dude. Come on, man. Like, I don't know, man.
Hey, that's a hell of a damn setup, man. Hey, look, man.
Setup.
Hey, look. Can I ask you a question, man?
They said ICE was there, dude. Like ICE.
Can we do this? Can we do this? Look, Frank, me and you we gotta get us a projection on movie set, man. We can make a better script than these fools, man. This shit funny as hell, man.
Man, it's just like But see, you
Hey,
know
man.
what though? I'm gonna keep it real. The mainstream media for reporting all this fake shit, they're involved in it too. It's all you know. You know what I'm saying? It's all they're part of the set, dude. The set crew and the director and the producer of this shit. Because you have to go to auditions. They have look it up. It's called www.crisisactor.com. You go to audition and you in the little extra script, the little emergency script. You know what I mean? It's like, Shaq, you feel? Do you hear what I said? They got some shit. A crisis actor, you can audition for that shit, dude. Why would there be something like that if this is not that? You know what I mean? Why would they have anything like that?
Is this the New Hampshire shooting or this another one? The same one
That's
you
the
had
New Hampshire.
reported on?
They had another one too. I forget.
This one happened in the hospital.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask y'all a question again. Why haven't the FBI came out with a white male mass shooter profile yet? They got the MO.
It was at a mental institution, man. What are you talking about? This is at a mental institution.
That sounds like that shit is crazy. And you notice how they didn't call it a mental institution. You notice they didn't call it that. They called it a psychiatric hospital. See, these people play games. These are good. These are pretty good. They're getting good at this point because there's a lot of people that believe this bullshit. So I just think like that's on you for getting fooled like that, man. Because you're a grown adult.
Hey, yo, why they keep going to New Hampshire though? Like, they must got an agenda for New Hampshire with all this stuff going on.
Yeah, because this is like the second one in like this year, dude. This is the second one this year that this happened in New Hampshire.
I'm just saying.
Or, like I said, multiple things at once. So, right? Can you hear me? Or there might be an outbreak. That might
now,
be
wait a minute,
going on.
Shaq. You're right. They might be trying to put extra lockdown on these hospitals, Joe. Because a hospital is an easy place to lock down. You know if something happened to a hospital, everybody come to the hospital. So that could be a plan to lock down these hospitals, man.
Well,
stop you from coming to see your family.
Think about it. That too, but think about it though. These people are being tested on and drugged. It could just be these people that they tested on and drugging ain't going out and do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
It could be that. There's another possibility.
Yeah, we know they do all type of tests on people in the military. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. In these hospitals, these facilities, in these prisons, and these private prisons, they do all type of sick stuff to people, testing the psyche and stuff, giving them psychotic drugs and stuff. And all they got to do is release them people. Now, if they've been watching a program on, that's in their psyche, and they already got the psych on psych meds or whatever, allegedly, maybe not, and they going and allegedly, shooting up these places and stuff. So it's multiple things could be happening at once. They could be telling us something right in front of us that we overlooking. Maybe there is could be an outbreak in excessive drug use, and these people, one of the side effects is a psychotic break. Who knows? Because you ain't gonna keep happening in the same area.
Well, like I said, man, it's just funny that they're going to happen. But let's break this down in a nutshell. This has all been very entertaining. Actually, it was good to come back on here. I said I'd come on for an hour and a half, but I stayed for 2 because I was like, you know what, this is actually pretty entertaining. And I apologize to the crowd tonight on the chat with all these connectivity issues, man. This thing was crazy. We had to play the video back to you. I had to just say, let's just go with the phone, man. Sorry, man. You know the deal, man. It's censorship time. And I haven't actually been the best that's what they call. I haven't been a puppy dog for these clowns. You know, I know y'all got distracted on Diddy, but I was still paying attention to what's going on out here. So I'm sorry. Not y'all.
Man, that's another thing. Look, Diddy and
but nevertheless.
What Diddy and there's a couple other who else is a big distraction right now? Like every YouTuber is talking about this.
Cardi
I'm
B.
just like, yeah, that's like, come on, dude. We
holding more to come. remember, Frank, we're going into election season, so it's more to come. They're gonna have more cannon fodder out there in the media to keep you distracted, keep you, you know, distracted or attracted.
Probably
Mhm.
both. But
Yeah.
nevertheless, Shaq, shout out to information, man.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the people in the chat, man, that tuned in, man. I can't hardly see your names in there. I know Ms. Lockhart in there. I know Anthony Brown. Stice was in there. Bishop was in there. My guy Isaiah was in there. Gave some great commentary in the chat. And then anybody else that joined the chat, man, we appreciate y'all participating, man, because everybody voice, man. This is the time for everybody to stand up and speak out. You can't no longer sit on your hands and wait for somebody else to do it. If you got the information and you got a voice, that's why it's called the First Amendment, freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? If we keep letting these people, these left nuts and these right nuts, extremists, that's what I call them, left nut extremists, right nut extremists, you get the hint, attack our Constitution and attacking our First and Second Amendments and any of our rights up under the Constitution for the U.S., United States, citizens of the United States, us, right?
Left nuts, right nuts, and they trying to make sure technically, you know what I'm gonna say. They want to make sure sooner or later you don't get to bust no nuts unless it's in a man's ass, but not a woman.
Well, that's that. Look, like I said, all things exist at once. Multiple things. They trying to master whoever they is, trying to master the art of what? Killing multiple birds with multiple stones. It used to be what? You can kill what? Two birds
I
with
read
one
war.
stone, right? Boy, ain't even look here. It's deep. It's deep.
Are we in a hostage situation?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I need to be released.
Put your hands up. It's a stick up. Put your hands up. Hey Frank.
Man.
It is a stick up.
Okay, so let me shout out to the people, man. So I was saying that to encourage anybody wanting, to be a content creator or just you have information to speak out about it or share it with somebody, man. Don't sit on your hands. Don't keep allowing these people to silence us, man. Because they say silence is violence. I don't know where they get that from, They come up with they come up with all type of stuff, man. But look, y'all can check me, man. Shaq _ Edwards on Instagram. Shaq Edwards on Facebook. It's CHAQ _ Edwards. And Shaq, CHAQ Edwards on Facebook. And check my YouTube out, man. I got a couple of extra subscribers of the night, man. I appreciate it. Shaq Waller. It might be spelled CHAQWILER on Facebook. I mean on YouTube. I just hey man, I just started my StreamYard. I set it up. I think I'm able to go live. Because when you first set it up, it takes 24 hours, right, for them to verify. They better not unleash, nigga. Unleash the white dragon, baby. Huh? The white dragon coming through, baby. Huh?
Man.
They got rid of the black mamba, baby. I'm the white dragon, baby. Huh?
Yeah, that's what's up right there.
Yeah, we're
coming, baby.
Well, look, Frank, you go ahead and unleash your information, man.
Yo, man, word. What I'm saying, pleasure to be back on again. You know what I mean? So, chopping up with y'all brothers, man. So y'all could hit me up, XX Frank Nitty XX on YouTube and Frank Jones 8115 or XX Frank Nitty XX on YouTube, man. You know what I mean? Y'all hit me up, subscribe, like, and all that. You know what I mean? And check me out.
That's good. Well, like I said, y'all can give me KingBJmedia.com, KingBJFitness.com. We got what else we got? Bernard1121, Instagram. What's it? 1987 BJ1 Twitter. That's the one I've been using lately. The other two they've been they done suspended for like 2 years because I'm trying to make love back in because they say I was giving out hate speech towards certain groups of individuals.
On Twitter?
I said something. But I said something about LeBron James working with a Zionist and he suspended my account. Kind of crazy, right? Yeah, said things against BLM. But also, yeah, you got KingBJmedia.com too. So it is what it is. I mean, hey man, daggone, it's not actually a pretty picture, but hey man, they done banned me a lot of times. But like Dr. Lean said on that show earlier today, if they ain't banning you, you ain't talking about nothing. You just talking about a bunch of gibberish, man. They've been
I keep missing this show, man. I'm gonna have to check him out. Because I
shit.
do want to check out his
Yeah,
products, man.
you can catch it up. You can get it, but it's probably gonna be rebroadcast because every time you go back in there, guess what they do? He talk about it and they shut it down within an hour. One time they shut the thing down 5 minutes after I sent the damn thing.
Oh, and it was live. He was still live when they shut it down.
He just finished live and they cut the shit off.
So he might need to put that on private. Was it on YouTube?
Well,
or what
yeah,
platform he use?
but see, he got a Telegram account too.
Okay.
He puts it over there too. It's interesting, man, because like he's saying, they just going all in. I mean, you heard with Greenblatt want to censor you. He telling you.
Yeah, he said
See,
and that's violating that, but there's so many violations up under that though for him to be able to just say that publicly and just come on, man.
Hey, well, look, I guarantee you, I can't guarantee the Thanksgiving holidays. People getting their feasts on and shit. He might not come on there, but I find it mighty odd. And look, but don't be surprised you see him on the news again over the weekend talking about them releasing house women food, dude. You say y'all release house. Y'all say y'all doing a 4-day pause. I mean, I ain't never heard. Hey, Frank, man, you can cut the war on and off like a remote switch or something. Ding, ding, ding. Like a light switch, man. Hey, man. Hey, stop fighting right now, man. 4 days. We're not gonna fight for the Thanksgiving holiday. We're gonna fight back. We can start right back up on Saturday. Come on, man. I like it. We're gonna start back next Monday on the work week. But look, with all that being said, man, this is very entertaining, man. Take your time, man. Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Salute.
All right.
Yes.